Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. Political wrangling delays the appointment of new governor of Central Bank. Ministry of Finance appoints Neelam Dhungana Timolsina as the acting governor. Investigation into Tinkune pro-monarchy protests continues. 67 people arrested so far. Search on for more involved in the violent demonstration. US President Donald Trump threatens China with an additional tariff of 50% if it does not withdraw countermeasures. The move likely to raise taxes on Chinese goods to 104%. And Royal Challengers Bengaluru holds nerves in a pulsating encounter at Wankhede Stadium. Defeats Mumbai Indians by 12 runs. The government has failed to appoint new governor despite legal provision requiring the appointment 1 month prior to the retirement of sitting governor based on Section 25 of the Nepal Rashtra Bank Act 2002. However, due to ongoing political wrangling, the government has not appointed a new governor even after the retirement of Governor Mahaprasad Adhikari. As per the third point of the 7-point agreement between the two major parties, Nepali Congress and CPN-UML, during government formation, the aim was to revive the sluggish economy and create an investment-friendly environment. However, with little to no visible improvement in the economic situation, the government has also failed to appoint a new central bank governor timely. Both the parties are reportedly interested in influencing the appointment of the governor who oversees the nation's foreign currency reserves, which has led to delays.
त्यसमा एउटा संविधान संशोधनको कुरा थियो हैन बाँकी सुशासनको कुरा थियो र बाँकी चाहिँ यो अर्थतन्त्रलाई सुधार गर्ने सुदृढीकरण गर्ने आर्थिक वृद्धितर्फ बढाउने रोजगारी सृजना गर्ने महँगी घटाउने भन्ने नै थियो तर त्यसो गर्दाखेरि पनि यो मुलुकको समग्र आर्थिक व्यवस्थापनमा राजनीतिक इमानदारी देखिएन यो चाहिँ बेइमानी पनि हो र अर्थतन्त्र प्रतिको गैर संवेदनशीलता गैर जिम्मेवारी पनि हो.
The Ministry of Finance even amended the criteria to allow individuals over the age of 65 to be appointed as governor. The recommendation committee for the governor has not held a single meeting in the past 2 weeks amid lack of political consensus. The Ministry of Finance has appointed Neelam Dhungana Timolsina, the senior deputy governor of Nepal Rashtra Bank, as the acting governor. According to the ministry, Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Vishnu Prasad Podal assigned Dhungana the responsibility in accordance with Section 27 of Nepal Rashtra Bank Act 2002. The governor's post at the central bank had been vacant since last Friday following the leave taken by outgoing Governor Mahaprasad Adhikari. Now, so far, 67 people have been arrested on charges of being involved in the violent incident carried out by pro-monarchists in Tinkune, Kathmandu on March 28th. From setting fire to the herbs production and processing company limited to Anni Kuwar, who is suspected in the murder of journalist Suresh Rajak, have been brought under the scope of action. Police are still searching for those involved in the violent demonstrations that killed 2 people, vandalism, arson and looting.
Kumar Tamang of Barabise Sindhupalchok, who broke the traffic light at Jadibuti in the name of the pro-monarchist protest on March 28th, could not hide from his crime for even a week. The CCTV footage collected by the police has confirmed that Kumar is the main accused in setting fire to the Jadibuti production center. He is seen preparing the fire to set the processing center ablaze, and his involvement is also seen in searching for and setting fire to vehicles inside the company. Both of his hands are now in handcuffs. Not only Kumar, but Keshav Basneet and Dinesh Khadka, who were deployed to set fire to vehicles and break CCTV cameras in Jadibuti, could not escape the police. Those who set fire to public property and private homes in the name of protests are being arrested one by one based on CCTV footage and social media images. Sushil Baral is another key figure who went around setting fire to public property in the name of the royalist protest. The footage shows Baral as the leader of those who set fire to parked vehicles. Police have also arrested Anni Kuwar on charges of being involved in the group that murdered journalist Suresh Rajak at a house in Tinkune. Police investigation has revealed revealed that Kumar's activities were suspicious while journalist Rajak was inside the house. She was arrested after footage showed her giving various instructions while Suresh was inside and leaving with those involved in the incident while it was burning. So far, police have collected footage of those involved in the incident such as arson, Bhatpateni looting and attacks on media houses. Based on that, the Valley Crime Investigation Office has arrested 27 people, including 11 involved in the Bhatpateni looting and 4 involved in setting fire to public and private property.
मेजर घटना भनेको चाहिँ एकजना मान्छेको जुन जिउँदै जलेर चाहिँ मृत्यु भएको अवस्था छ एकजना पत्रकार साथी सुरेश रजकको त्यो घरलाई हामीले विशेष फोकस गरेका छौं त्यस्तै गरी उता जडीबुटीमा पनि आग लागेको छ त्यहाँ घर मात्रै आग नलागेर त्यहाँ गाडीहरु पनि थुप्रै ध्वस्त भएको छ गाडी आग लागेको अवस्था छ त्यो भयो त्यसपछि भाटभटिनीमा लुटपाट तोडफोड भएको छ उता त्यहाँ समाजवादीको पार्टी कार्यालयहरु तोडफोड भएको छ यता कान्तिपुरहरुको चाहिँ ढुङ्गामुढा भएको छ अन्नपूर्णामा ढुङ्गामुढा भएको छ यो लगायतको सबै हामीले चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ कलेक्सन गर्ने कामहरु भइरा छ त्यसमा केही मान्छेहरु आइडेन्टिफाई पनि भइसकेको अवस्था छ केही मान्छे आइडेन्टिफाई भएर हामीले पक्राउ नियन्त्रणमा लिइसके पनि अवस्था छ केही मान्छेको अझै आइडेन्टिफिकेसन खोल्न नसकेको अवस्थामा त्यसतर्फ पनि हामी चाहिँ सूचना सङ्कलन कार्यहरु भइरा छ
The District Police Complex Kathmandu has also mobilized a special team to investigate those involved in the violent incident on the 28th. RPP leaders Rabindra Mishra and Dhawal Samsher Rana along with 67 others have already been arrested. Among those arrested, 20 are being investigated for offences against the state, while 47 are being held in custody for offences related to criminal acts of disturbance.
आन्दोलन मात्रै नभएर यो जुन कार्यहरु भएको छ यो चाहिँ अपराधिक कार्य हो यो अपराधिक कार्य हो यो समूहमा गर्दा ग्रुपमा गर्दा फेरि चाहिँ हामीले उन्मुक्ति पाइहाल्छौं भन्ने टाइपका चाहिँ मानसिकताहरुबाट पनि यस्तो भएको जस्तो देखिन्छ तर त्यसमा चाहिँ जसले गर्यो त्यही पर्नी हो त्यो गरेर चाहिँ त्यसले कानुनी रूपमा छुट पाउँदैन उ कानुनी दायरामा आउँछ उ कानुनद्वारा दण्डित हुन्छ
In the March 28th incident, more than 20 houses and 60 vehicles were vandalized and set on fire. There is no alternative to bringing everyone involved in the Tinkuni incident to justice, also to send a clear message that those who commit crimes in the name of political protests will not be spared.
Now, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces what kind of hardships have they faced while travelling on the highway. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
स्कुटरहरु चाहिँ चिप्ले नि त्यस्तो समस्या भइरहेछ
धुलोहरु धेरै भइहाल्यो त्यसपछि अडा कपडाहरु जस्तै फोहोर हुने भयो
रोडलाई पनि चौडा गर्नुपर्छ त्यो रात दिन एक्सिडेन्ट भएको हामी हेरिरहेछौं
जाम भए त 5-6 घण्टासम्म त्यही बसिरहनु पर्छ
बाटोको अवस्था भन्दाखेरि हामी अलिकति कमजोर अवस्थाको मान्छेलाई त हिँड्न धेरै कष्टकर भइसक्यो
एक्सिडेन्टहरु हुन्छ
बाटोले एकदम गाह्रै छ नि सर पेसेन्जरहरु टाइममा पुग्दैनन् त्यहाँमाथि गाडी खर्च धेरै आउने
पहिला हामी जाँदाखेरि बिहान 5 बजेसम्म काठमाडौँ पुगिन्छ भन्ने एउटा ग्यारेन्टी हुन्थ्यो तर अहिले आएर 8 बजे पनि पुगिन्छ भन्ने कुनै ग्यारेन्टी छैन
खानाको समस्याहरु धेरै अब यस्तै धुलो उडेर मान्छेलाई बिरामीको समस्या
चौको भरमा यातायात सवारी चालन गर्नुपर्छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि धुलो धुवा र प्रदूषणको कारणले बाटो नदेख्ने त्यसले गर्दा दुर्घटनाहरू बढ्छ
हिँड्न सहज छैन बाइकहरु लिएर हिँड्दा त झन् अब त्यो कस्तो रूपमा आफू फर्किने हो भन्ने नि थाहा हुँदैन आफू कति समयमा पुगिन्छ भन्ने निश्चित छैन
गन्तव्यमा जाँदै गर्दा सही समयमा नपुग्ने र शरीर पनि थाकेको महसुस हुने अवस्था अहिलेको यो राजमार्गले देखाइरहेको छ
हिँड्दाखेरि नि गाह्रो हुने अनि बच्चाहरु लिएर हामी समयमा पुग्न नसकिने
जाम परेर हामीले खानाको टाइम सुत्नको टाइम पनि पाइया छैन
एकदमै सास फेर्ने एकदमै गाह्रो भएको अनुभव चाहिँ हामी जुन गुर्जीहरुले पनि गरेका छौं प्लस हाम्रो पेसेन्जरहरुले पनि यात्रुहरुले पनि त्यो धुलो धुवाको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एकदमै दुःख खेप्नु परेको
एउटै राजमार्ग छ आवत जावतमा एकदम कठिनाइ छ रातभरि जाम परेर त्यहाँ बस्नुपर्छ खानु छैन पिनु छैन पानी पाइदैन
न खाना पाइन्छ धुलो मात्रै खान पाइन्छ पेसेन्जरलाई त्यति नै दुःख छ ड्राइभर खलासी स्टाफहरुलाई त्यति नै दुःख छ
Community schools across the country have been affected due to educational strike. The students' answer sheet checking, result publishing and even the academic plan calendar work that needs to be done for the new academic session have been affected due to strike called by the Nepal Teachers Federation pressuring for immediate formulation of the school education bill.
Currently, this is the time when teachers should be preparing for the student enrollment campaign starting from Nepalese month of Baisakh, including publishing results and conducting the academic session. However, due to the teachers' strike, the annual exam answer sheets of students from grades 1 to 9 have not been checked. Because of this, the publication of results has been affected. This will also affect the SEE, Secondary Education Examination answer sheet checking. With teachers across the country engaged in street protests and educational strikes centered in Kathmandu, most community school students' result publications, along with academic plans, calendars, lesson plans, training, and other educational activities have come to a standstill.
अहिले जुन यो आन्दोलनमा आउनु पर्दा हामीले पहिलो कुरो त शैक्षिक सत्र 2081 मा विद्यार्थीहरूलाई हामीले पठन पाठन सबै 77 जिल्ला र 753 पालिकाकै विद्यालयहरूमा कोर्स समाप्त भएर यो जुन परीक्षाहरू पनि सम्पन्न भइसकेको छ। त्यहाँ तिनीहरूको मूल्याङ्कन गर्ने, लेखाजोखा गर्ने, नतिजा प्रकाशन नभएको अवस्था छ।
Out of the 35,000 schools across the country, including both community and private, more than 7 million children are studying. Among them, about 29,000 community schools have been affected due to the teachers' movement. As a result, the new academic session and enrollment campaign, scheduled to begin on 15th of April, have become uncertain.
नम्बर 1 रिजल्ट हुँदैन, नम्बर 2 योजना बन्दैन, नम्बर 3 क्यालेन्डर बन्दैन, नम्बर 4 अर्को वर्षको लागि भर्ना अभियानका फर्महरू वितरण गर्ने लगायतका कुराहरू सबै कुराहरू प्रभावित भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि विद्यालयको आगामी शैक्षिक वर्षको पठन पाठनमा केही न केही बाधा व्यवधान आउँछ नै भन्ने लाग्छ।
Parents have accused the teachers of playing with the students' futures by closing the schools and going to Kathmandu for street protests. However, the teachers are adamant that they will not withdraw the movement until the demands are met.
Welcome back. Wheat is a major staple in Nepal and farmers are currently busy with the harvest season. However, they are facing difficulties due to lack of proper fertilizers, insufficient irrigation facilities and fluctuating prices, leading to significant hardships.
Farmers are currently facing challenges in harvesting wheat, with many struggling due to the government's delay in setting official prices for the crop. Rising costs of wages, irrigation and fertilizers are pushing farmers out of agriculture altogether. As a result, many are being forced to sell their wheat at low prices.
17-18 कठामा गरेको छु तर पानी टाइममा पुग्दैन पानी हुँदैन खानबल बिया पाउँदैन कहाँबाट किसान गर्न सक्छ।
The shortage of fertilizers, quality seeds and proper irrigation is expected to lead to a decline in wheat production this year. In Saptari district, wheat is cultivated on 39,500 hectares of land with an expected yield of around 73,000 metric tons. The total arable land in the district is 81,000 hectares. Despite rising temperatures in the Tarai, farmers continue to work tirelessly in their fields.
पानी टाइममा परेन मोटरले हामी पानी हाल्या हौ त्यसैले ठिकै छ अहिले त्यति खास खराब त छैन अब यो बिगामा हुन्छ 20-25 क्विन्टल सम्म भइहाल्छ।
In Sudar Paschim province, wheat is farmed on 144,500 hectares, including 40,000 hectares in Kailali and 33 hectares in Kanchanpur. Last year, the region produced 332,000 metric tons of wheat, with an expected increase of 342,800 metric tons this year. While the Agriculture Department notes that the absence of pests, the use of improved seed varieties, and favorable rainfall could boost production, delays in seed and fertilizer distribution have hampered farmers' efforts.
नेपाल कृषि अनुसन्धान परिषदले कृषकको चाहना अनुसार माग अनुसार र अहिलेको जलवायु परिवर्तनको अवस्थालाई मध्यनजर गरेर विभिन्न किसिमका जातहरू चाहिँ उन्मोचन गरिरहेको छ र ती उन्मोचित जातहरू कृषकको घर खेतमा पुर्याउने काम कृषि प्रसारको हो र यो कृषि प्रसारमा अहिले संघीय सरकार प्रदेश सरकार र स्थानीय सरकारहरू चाहिँ लागिरहेको अवस्था छ।
In Lumbini province, 163,830 hectares are used for wheat farming, yielding 553,000 metric tons. Both the federal and local governments have been providing subsidies for quality seeds and educating farmers about improved farming techniques.
कहिले-कहिले भारतको बिउ पनि लगाइन्छ उत्पादन त राम्रै हुन्छ गुणस्तरीय बिउ नेपालको पाइए भने झन् राम्रो हुन्छ
Currently, Nepal produces about 2.15 million metric tons of wheat, but the country still imports around 400,000 metric tons from India. With the timely distribution of seeds, fertilizers, and irrigation support, Nepal could achieve self-sufficiency in wheat production and even become an exporter in the future.
Minister for Physical Infrastructure and Transport Devendra Dahal has directed the Department of Transport to establish and issue standards to prevent the operation of vehicles that violate regulations. During a discussion with transport entrepreneurs and workers held at the ministry itself, Minister Dahal directed the department to coordinate with the Ministry of Home Affairs and issue standards in order to prevent the operation of vehicles that are running against the existing regulations.
मापदण्ड विपरीतका गाडीलाई रोक्नका लागि हामी लाग्छौँ। यो एउटा प्रतिबद्धता व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र गृह मन्त्रालयसँग पनि बसेर यसको बारेमा हामी कुरा गर्छौँ। नम्बर 1। नम्बर 2, यो तौल पुलको सन्दर्भमा चाहिँ यहाँले पनि सुझाव दिनुभएको थियो, निवेदन पनि दिनुभएको थियो। त्यसप्रति त्यसमा हाम्रो ध्यान आकर्षण भयो र हामीले एउटा कार्यदल जस्तो बनाएर त्यसको अध्ययन गरेका छौँ।
Minister Dahal also stated that priority should be given to managing alternative routes and diversions to prevent vehicle obstruction at construction sites. Dahal informed that the ministry is also prioritizing the repair work of BP Highway, which connects Kathmandu and eastern Nepal. Dahal also complained that Nepal Police is not cooperating in managing Nepal transport vehicles. Dahal also said that Nepal Police is not cooperating by allowing overloaded vehicles to run. Ministry Secretary Keshav Kumar Sharma informed that the ministry is serious about the problems faced by vehicles and passengers due to construction work on Daumne Road section and that cargo and passenger vehicles are being allowed to enter in a timely manner. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. Here's today's question. What do you think of Transport Minister's statement that Nepal Police took bribes and failed to cooperate in stopping the operation of old vehicles? Your options are A. Consequences of inaction, B. Enough talk, start working, and C. Statement of a victim. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. US President Donald Trump has threatened China with an additional tariff of 50% on goods imported into the US if it does not withdraw a countermeasure as global markets tumble for a third day. Trump said that he was not considering a pause on new tariffs to allow for negotiations with other countries. Trump reiterated his threat of 50% duties on Chinese goods if Beijing did not retract its counter-tariff plans by Tuesday. If imposed, U.S. companies bringing in certain goods from China could face a 104% tax. Beijing shot back, saying that pressuring or threatening China is not a right way to engage. The escalating tension between the U.S. and China has increased fears of a global trade war. The tariffs would come as a major blow to China's manufacturers, for whom the U.S. market is a key one for exports. Markets worldwide have tumbled since Trump announced fresh tariffs on imports from nearly all economies. In a different context, Trump announced the U.S. and Iran will hold direct talks over a possible nuclear deal on Saturday. The meeting has also been confirmed by Iran's foreign minister, who called it as much an opportunity as it is a test. The U.S. president on Monday said discussions between Washington and Tehran would be at very high level and warned it would be a very bad day for Iran if no agreement was reached. Last month, Trump raised the prospect of military action against Iran after its supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, publicly rejected the offer of direct talks. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.